Here's the story of America's favorite blended family celebrating the Christmas holiday. The Voice of Christmas is the 12th episode of the first season of the Brady Bunch. We open as always with a shot of the Brady home with jingle bells added to the Brady theme. Alice has a Christmas spirit singing Deck the Halls while she and Mike are in the den wrapping presents. She's a whiz at making bows. Just look at the size of them on those presents. Mike is hopeful that Carol will like the tape recorder he got her. This will allow her to record her solo at church on Christmas Day. They are wrapping the presents because Carol is currently at church rehearsing her solo. Alice is confident that her singing will knock the congregation out of their pews. Making the bow, Alice asks Mike to hold down the ribbon and ties his finger to the package. Carol comes home and she lost her voice and is unable to speak.
How are you going to sing without a voice?
She won't be able to sing her solo without a voice, and Mike comforts her. At some point, Carol went to the doctor, and Mike is on the phone to get the test results.
She has what?
Apparently, she developed
Laryngopharyngeal,
or just commonly known as laryngitis, straining her vocal cords from over-rehearsing. The doctor wants her to rest and avoid talking, but Carol can't rest because there's so much to do. When the boys come home with the tree, the entire family will help decorate, and Mike promises to help with the shopping.
When the boys get back with a tree, we'll all pitch in and help decorate it.
Carol was looking forward to celebrating the first Christmas as a blended family, and she wanted to make it perfect. Mike hears the boys arguing as they try to pull the tree through the left front door. He opens up the right front door, even though they clearly have the bulkiest part of the tree through the door already. Peter calls himself Dum-Dums, and Mike flaunts his architectural degree and superior intelligence. Mike proclaims that the boys picked out a real beauty, and each tries to take credit for finding it. They bring the tree to the living room and ask Carol to find the perfect place for it. Carol points to the bottom of the stairs. Not feeling it, she has them move it to the entry hall, only to move it back to the stairs while Oh Christmas Tree plays underneath on a cello. The girls and Alice lug the boxes of decorations down the stairs as Carol places the star on top of the tree. So much for all that help, Mike.
When the boys get back with a tree, we'll all pitch in and help decorate it.
Alice demonstrates what the word fragile means to Cindy as she breaks a glass ornament. In the kitchen, Alice makes her grandmother's secret remedy to cure laryngitis. It may not smell like gardenia, but it is a surefire cure for laryngitis. The concoction includes vinegar, oil of camphor, tar pepper, and mustard powder. Mike jokes that there's no way the recipe was a secret, since you can smell it for 15 miles away. He hopes it works, since none of the other medicines have worked. He makes a decision not to trigger Mrs. Brady. He decides to exchange the tape recorder for something else. He doesn't want to remind her that she can't sing on Christmas Day. Carol is still decorating a tree all by herself.
When the boys get back with a tree, we'll all pitch in and help decorate it.
Alice attempts to put the towel soaked in her grandmother's remedy around her neck.
Mrs. Brady, don't you trust me?
We learn that Mrs. Brady doesn't trust Alice, but doesn't have much choice. Mike is going to take the kids shopping and reluctantly kisses his wife. We transition to the department store with jingle bells playing underneath. The store is festively decorated with Christmas decor, including a Frosty holding a sign greeting shoppers with season greetings. Mike leaves Cindy waiting to see Santa while he returns the tape recorder still wrapped. The boy in line tells Cindy that he hates girls.
I hate girls.
He has a long Christmas list that includes a basketball, a BB gun, a 4-speed bike with handbrakes, a dart game, and a baseball mitt, lefty, and a bow and arrow set. Santa on his gold throne ushers the boy away before he finishes his list, saying he will never forget him. Cindy is not so selfish. She doesn't want anything but her mom's voice back so she can sing in church. She has laryngitis real bad.
Mommy's got laryngitis real bad.
Unable to tell her no, Santa assures Cindy that her mom will have her voice back for Christmas. Overwhelmed with happiness, Cindy kisses Santa on his cheek and runs to Mike, telling him the good news.
Oh, honey, how could he do that? He's not a doctor.
He's better than a doctor. He's Santa Claus.
Mike somehow is able to go back to the employee locker room and confronts Santa about how he could promise that her mother will get her voice back. Santa admits that when he sees those big baby blues, you want to give her everything. Mike reminds Santa that she believes in him and wants him to think about how she will feel when her mom can't say Merry Christmas to her. Cindy tells Carol that Santa's going to bring her something, but it's a surprise. Carol pouts and Cindy tells her that Santa will give her voice back for Christmas. Mike has a talk with Cindy and tells her not to get her hopes up, that her mother may not have her voice back by Christmas. Cindy has faith in Santa and doesn't expect a miracle, just for her to sing good. Meanwhile, the girls are looking for a place to hide the presents that they got for the boys. They need to find a place where the boys will not snoop. Unaware that the boys also got them presents, Greg and Peter task Bobby with hiding him. Bobby asks if he gets caught, should he eat the presents?
If they catch me, should I eat the present? Eat it!
Bobby does get caught by Alice, hiding the presents under Mike and Carol's bed. But he doesn't eat the present. On Christmas Eve, Greg can't sleep and is listening to the radio with a bulletin that Santa is over at Montreal and heading to New York. It is believed that the Bradys live in Southern California, so it may be a while before Santa arrives. He gets up, puts on his robe, and with a flashlight looks at the presents under the tree. Not interested in what he sees, Greg sits sadly on the steps. He's joined by Marcia, Peter, and Jan, who are all depressed and sad that Carol doesn't have her voice. Christmas just isn't fun this year.
It's no fun this year.
Alice, who thinks they are snooping, is amazed to hear that the kids are upset about Carol not having a voice. Marcia wants to postpone Christmas until she has her voice back, and everyone agrees. Alice shows the kids how silly they are and pretends to agree with them to cancel Christmas. They will take the tree down, return the presents back to the store, and throw away the turkey. Of course, this will disappoint their parents after they were looking forward to celebrating their first Christmas as a family. Greg quickly blames Marcia for her dumb idea, and Peter's concerned about the turkey. It has his favorite dressing. She sends him off to bed, listing Santa's reindeer's names.
Off you go, off Dasher, off Dancer, off Prancer.
Off Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, and Donner, and Blitzen.
On Christmas morning, Mike is awakened by Carol humming in her sleep. He wakes her up and tells her to sing. Carol realizes she has her voice and begins to sing "O Come All Ye Faithful" after getting an offstage music cue.
Oh, come all ye faithful.
We transition to her singing at church, and even though Alice proclaimed she was going to knock the congregation out of their pews with her singing,
You kidding? She's gonna knock that congregation right out of their pews.
they look pretty bored. Especially this woman. Listening to his wife sing, Mike looks at Cindy, puts his arm around her, almost admitting that Carol getting her voice back was a miracle brought on by Christmas magic. The episode ends with Cindy at her desk with a new play oven behind her. She tells Mike and Carol she's writing a thank you letter to Santa for giving Carol her voice back. Mike proclaims Christmas is the season for miracles. But was it really a miracle? What if Alice's grandmother found a cure for laryngitis? That's everything Christmas in the Brady Bunch episode, The Voice for Christmas. Have a suggestion for a future episode? Leave a comment below. We will see everything Christmas in the next episode, featuring the Office episode, Christmas Party. How much Christmas is in that episode? Click on the subscribe button to be alerted when an episode is released if you want to find out. I'm the Christmas Aficionado, and remember, stay off the naughty list.
Hi, I'm Cindy. What's your name? I hate girls.